Sailing Through Autism with Emilio. Written by Romilda Byrd. Illustrated by Yasashri Malijawadu. For all the children and families who navigate unknown seas together and discover that difference are their compass to a special world. Octavio, Emilio, and Juan Bernardo Cortade. You are my inspiration. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Emilio who lived in a town by the sea. He loved watching the boats pass by, listen to the sound of the waves, and lining up shells in perfect rows.
Ah!
Although Emilio didn't use words to communicate, he had his own way of expressing his feelings, with gestures, looks, and soft sounds like the sea breeze. Sometimes Emilio felt overwhelmed by the loud noises at the port, or the lighthouse lights at night. Surrounded by toy boats and shells, he dreamed about the ocean. Mommy, Daddy, his older brother Octavio, and his younger brother Bernardo loved him very much. Even when they didn't understand why he did things differently, they never stopped trying to help.
Daddy, why doesn't Emilio look at me when I'll talk to him?
Octavio will often ask. And when Emilio will knock over Bernardo's paints, he will cry.
Mommy, why does he always break my paintings?
One day, Mommy and Daddy decide to look for answers. They spend hours researching online, talking to other parents and teachers, and consulting with the family pediatrician. The pediatrician referred them to a developmental pediatrician who explained that Emilio had autism. Autism means Emilio experienced the world differently. The pediatrician explained, with the right support, he will learn new ways to communicate and learn new ways to share his special connection to the sea. When Mommy told him about autism, Emilio's eyes met hers. Although he didn't use words, he understood that his family was there to help him navigate life. Emilio has a special word, Octavio said one afternoon.
It's amazing how he noticed things I don't, like the movement of the tiniest waves. So, it's Emilio like a ship's captain?
Bernardo asked. Mommy smiled and replied, "That's right! His autism gives him a unique course and special talents." Soon, Emilio began a new journey. He started lessons to help him find his voice, understand his feelings, and discover the world around him. His new school and teachers knew just how to support his unique way of learning.
Oh.
In speech therapy, Emilio practiced sounds like B and P, which remind him on the waves. With games and songs about boats and beaches, he learned to use his mouth and tongue to form words. Slowly, he began saying boat and
Beach.
these words made him smile. Emilio also began using a special device called Augmentative and Alternative Communication, AAC, to communicate. He tapped on images like boat and beach to express his thoughts. With practice, he formed phrases like
I want to play.
and
Let's go to the sea.
his word grew bigger with each new word. Assistive technology, AT, was an important tool for Emilio. He used tablets with apps featuring sailing boats and ocean sounds. This helped him learn routines, organize his days, and express his desires. Thanks to these tools, Emilio could connect more with his favorite word.
Ah.
In occupational therapy, Emilio practiced trying knots like a sailor. One afternoon, he tied his first perfect knot. His family was so proud.
Oh.
Emilio discovered ways to feel calm and safe. His special blanket, heavy like a warm hug and decorated with anchors, helped him relax. He loved running his fingers through sand that felt just like the ocean floor. And when sounds became too much, his special headphones and weighted vest kept him feeling steady, like a ship with a strong anchor. In behavior therapy, Emilio learned to use his AAC device to ask for help when the wave of his emotion became too big. It let him signal,
I need a moment.
to calm himself down. One day, Daddy took Emilio to the harbor market. Although it was overwhelming at first, Emilio calmed down by watching the boats unload fresh fish. Each week, he enjoyed the bustling market a little bit more.
Ah.
Bernardo learned to use the AAC too.
Now I can understand what Emilio wants to say.
He said happily. Together, they invent the stories of pirate ships sailing distant seas. Octavio also learned how to better connect with Emilio. They enjoy exploring the bay from the shore, watching boats, and creating unforgettable memories while imagining ocean adventures. At school, Emilio began participating in groups activities. With the help of his teacher and assistant, he found ways to join his classmates. At home, Emilio asked for his favorite food and said when he wanted to look for shells on the beach. These small achievements were celebrated with joy by the entire family. Every special night at home was filled with laughter and applause as Emilio shared something new he had learned, like a word or a drawing. Emilio also enjoyed walks along the beach. He felt the wind on his face as he ran after the waves, leaving footprints in the sand. Emilio's word is special and unique. Mommy thought it teaches us to see life more calmly, like when the sea is at peace. Each of us has something that makes us special. Daddy added. Emilio reminds us how important it is to be patient and loving. Thanks to Emilio, I have learned to be a more understanding brother, said Octavio.
He shows me how wonderful the little things are, like a ship in the distance.
Bernardo found creative ways to communicate with Emilio, turning each day into a new maritime adventure. Monday, Tuesday,
Oh.
Wednesday,
Oh.
Thursday,
Wow.
Friday. With his family, teachers, and friends by his side, Emilio grew more confident each day. What do you want to be when you grown up? His teacher asked. With the help of his AAC device, Emilio answered,
"Ship captain." Oh.
Emilio began dreaming of exploring the ocean, learning about the stars, and sharing his special work with others. Although there were still challenges to overcome, Emilio knew that with his family and school, he could achieve his dreams like a ship sailing toward an endless horizon. One day, the teacher organized a trip to the harbor. Emilio was thrilled to see the big ships and their sails waving in the wind. At the harbor, Emilio used his device to ask questions like,
"How do ships navigate?
and
Where do they keep the anchor?"
his classmates helped him get answers for the captain. After the trip, Emilio drew a ship in art class.
"This is my ship,"
He said, using his device.
"It's called Starfish."
Everyone applauded his creation.
Oh! Wow!
That afternoon, Emilio's family took him on a real boat ride. As the waves gently rocked him, Emilio smiled.
Sailing is like dreaming.
He thought, looking at the stars. Emilio's journey was just beginning.